When you're trying to lose body fat, cardio is often thought of as the most important factor, when in fact it's just one tool in a toolbox that also includes diet and strength training and sleep and stress management, among other things. Cardio is often overused and abused and can end up doing more harm than good. So today I'm going to share 3 rules for effective use of cardio to help you lose body fat and not overdo it and harm your system. What's up? I'm Melanie Ash of MelanieAshFitness.com and also owner of Fitness Evolution, my personal training studio here in the beautiful Columbus, Ohio. I am a personal trainer, I'm a fitness nutrition specialist and a weight management specialist. And my focus is on women's wellness and helping women balance their life with their goals, how to eat and exercise in a way that makes you look and feel good and doesn't have to rule your whole life. And today I want to talk about cardio, because cardio can be a very effective tool to bring about fat loss, but it's often incorrectly thought of as the most important tool. It's often overused and abused, and this can cause it to do more harm than good. So let's cover the basics here. What is true? Cardio teaches your body to conserve energy, and most people actually drastically overestimate the amount of calories they're burning from doing cardiovascular exercise. Because of this, cardio makes you better conditioned and you're able to withstand a lot more without expending as much energy. That's the effect that it has on your body, which means if you're doing a certain amount of cardio and you've plateaued, in order to lose more fat, you're going to have to do more cardio. And if you've already been doing 5 days a week for an hour a day, you're going to have to pretty much do that forever. And you're going to have to add more to get better results, typically, if all you're doing is cardio. And lastly, cardio has been shown to actually increase appetite. So not only does it physically tend to make you hungrier, we also can fall into a little bit of a habit of rewarding ourselves. Have you ever had an intense cardio class or gone for a long run and come home and thought, I can eat this, I burned all those calories doing that run, I earned this food, I can eat this and it doesn't matter? Like I said before, we tend to dramatically overestimate the calorie burn, especially from cardio, and that means typically we'll eat things that we think are balancing out and they're not, and that's why we tend to not lose weight from just doing cardio. So with that said, there is a time and a place for cardio. It does have a place in a fat loss program. If you can lose weight without doing any cardio and you don't like cardio, by all means, skip it. However, there is a way to incorporate it, A, that can help you lose fat more effectively, and B, some of us really enjoy cardio and like to get our heart rate up and like to get a good sweat going, and so if we like it, why not do it? But let's do it in a way that's not going to harm our body or potentially have a negative effect on our goals. So here we go. 3 rules for effective cardio when you are trying to lose body fat. So I want you to remember these 3. I'm going to make them easy for you, easy to remember. Number 1, long and light. So there's a couple different ways that we can do cardio, and the first is a longer duration, so maybe 45 to 60 minutes. Then I want it to be lighter intensity. The longer the cardio, the lower the intensity. If it's 2 hours, you should be walking. If it's an hour, maybe a power walk or a light jog, maybe a Zumba class for an hour. That's a great way to do long and light cardio. This is because cardio is a stress on the body and it actually elevates cortisol, which is our stress hormone. And the longer that we do the cardio, the longer the cortisol is elevated, and this is a bad thing. It causes our body to store body fat and it breaks our body down. So the longer you're doing that, then the worse it's going to be as far as stressing out your system and keeping your cortisol high. Doing lighter activity, however, such as power walking or hiking or yes, a light dance class, actually can lower cortisol and is much less stressful on your joints. So I want you to think long and light as one way of effectively using cardio. So the other is going to be the opposite end of the spectrum, and I call this fast and furious. So on contrary, if you want to go hard, keep it short. One of the absolute best ways to effectively burn body fat, it was sprinting. But you are not going to sprint for a long time in the actual sprints, and you're not going to do sprints for an hour. You know, a 20-second sprint with a 2-minute recovery, do like 10 of them, you're not going to spend a lot of time doing it, but man, that is going to be an intense workout. So here's the thing. Remember I said that cardio elevates cortisol. Well, doing high intensity interval training or something hard and fast also elevates cortisol. But if we do it for a short period of time, it's actually beneficial. So the body feels the stress, the body responds to the stress, and then the stress goes away quickly, 20 minutes or less. This is an actually really effective way of stimulating the processes and stimulating the metabolism that we need for fat loss. However, you can't do this for an hour. First of all, you know, if people say they're doing HIIT for an hour, they're not. It's not true HIIT because you have to be able to work at 85% of your maximum intensity again and again and again for up to, you know, 10 rounds maybe. And if you're doing that for an hour, your work capacity is going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. So then you're getting into more of a moderate to a high intensity level. We're not long and light, and we're not fast and furious, and we're back in that in-between where our cortisol is high for too long and we're stressing the body a little bit too much. So, remember, keep it short. Fast and furious. Intervals, something super, super hard with a good recovery period. Do about 10 of them, 15 to 20 minutes, and you are done. So long and light versus fast and furious, both are great. And both can be incorporated within your fat loss program along with 3 or 4 days of strength training, and you have a great combination for fat loss. So number 3, I promised you 3 rules for effective cardio. Number 3 is to make it fun. I believe that cardio can and should be fun. Every week I go to a dance class on Sunday mornings, and it's a cardio class, and I'm moving the entire time, and it's 60 minutes long, and I sweat and I get my heart rate up. I'm not breathing completely out of breath. I can still comfortably have a conversation, but I'm having a great time, and that is cardio, but it's fun, and I love doing it, and that hour flies by, and it's a great way for me to get that long and light cardio in without having to dread it, without having to sit through an hour and wonder when it's over. It's fun, and it's a really good thing to look forward to. So you may not feel that way about a dance class, but maybe you like to play basketball or tennis, or maybe you like running and you love to go for a nice, easy, long run in the morning when it's warm and sunny outside. If you look forward to it and you love it, by all means do it. My motto is if you're dreading it, find something else. There's a million ways to move your body and get your heart rate up and sweat. Find another way to do that that is actually something you enjoy. If you're doing something you like to do, again, less stress on the body, less cortisol, less fat storage, and much more beneficial for the body and the mind. So those are 3 rules for effective cardio if you're trying to lose body fat. Keep it long and light, or fast and furious, not in between, and make it fun. Find something that you really enjoy doing that gets your heart rate up, it's good for your cardiovascular health, it gives you a good sweat, but also is a stress reliever because it's not something. A ab challenge is going on right now, and it started at the beginning of June, but you can start anytime. It is totally free, and it's another good way to get motivated to do some cardio if you don't want to. There's a link here with this video. It's 30 days of ab workouts, some dietary guidelines that are going to help you get lean and flat in the belly, and also some really helpful fun advice, and a free Facebook group where you get to interact with me, some of the other participants. We did it last month, and I had several participants lose as much as 5 pounds in just 3 weeks. So if you're looking for something to kind of kickstart your motivation or get you to stick to a diet, get you to cut out the sugar, this could be the perfect thing. It is my free 30-day ab challenge. You can start at any time. The link is here with that video. So please do check it out. I'd love to have you. It's been a really, really fun time. I'm just gonna refresh this video here on my desktop to see if there are any questions, because Facebook does not actually allow me to see them on the phone as they come up live. So I'm learning as I go doing this each week. So I just wanna make sure there aren't any questions that I missed. And if you're watching live and you have a question, or you just want to say hi, pop there in the comment box and say hi. I've got to kind of refresh this page. Let me see here, because it's not showing me the video. So stay right there, don't go away. I'm going to find the questions, if there are any. I think there might be, maybe not, or maybe you guys are all just clicking like which is awesome too. If you're there and you're watching and you just want to say hi, give me a little like or a heart. I love that too. I'd love to have any questions that you guys might have related to cardio or not related to cardio, totally up to you. Well, Christy said hi. Well, hi, Christy. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're watching, and I hope this has been helpful for you. And maybe if you're not already on board, check out that free 30-day ab challenge. It's been a really good time, and you know, some of the biggest takeaways I think that people had from it at the end of last month when we finished in May was the effect of cutting out the sugars and the artificial sweeteners. Not just on how their belly felt, but just in once they cut it out, how much better they felt, how much more energy they had, and how much less their cravings were. There's Monica saying hi. Hi, Monica, thanks for joining. Glad to have you here. So that's just something that, you know, sometimes we need a little bit of an impetus to push us to give up something like sugar, or I'm just asking you for 30 days to cut out bread and pasta too. And sometimes we find that this is something we can actually stick with and we can actually do long term. So if you're interested, check it out. It's totally free, like I said. If you just want to join in the Facebook group and get some extra motivation, you can do that as well. Tessie. Hi, Tessie. She is from PA, Pennsylvania. I'm over here in Ohio, so not too far away. And hopefully you guys aren't getting the rain that we had this morning. It's now sunny and beautiful here, but it was raining pretty gross this morning, and it all moved your way. So hopefully you didn't catch any of that. So that's it for me. If you guys have any questions, always let me know. I always check back afterwards. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Today is Monday. This is a great time to kind of focus in, forget what happened over the weekend. You know, it's never too late to start. So if you had a crazy weekend and things didn't go the way you wanted to, shake it off, forget it. Start fresh today and pick one thing that you can do today that's gonna help you towards your goal, whatever your goal may be, whether your goal is fat loss, whether your goal is building muscle, getting healthier, any of those things. I've got a couple questions popping in, so I'm gonna address these. Monica says, she wondered why the cardio quit working, and it totally makes sense. Yes, here's what happens with cardio. Your body is conditioned to rise to a stress and to learn how to respond to a stress. And so if you are doing cardio and you're just always running at the same pace and for the same amount of time, your body, which is an amazing machine, will learn how to handle that stress, and it learns how to do that without expending energy because it's trying to keep you alive because cardio is actually seen as a threat to your body by your body's systems, right? So once your body's been able to handle that, it will store energy like mad, and it'll be like, check me out, I can run 10 miles with only burning like 200 calories. Isn't that awesome? Which isn't what we want, but it's our body's way of saying, I need to be able to handle this stress that keeps coming at me. And once it can, you've adapted. So how do we work around this? Like I said, by A, don't dig yourself into a cardio hole. If you haven't already dug that cardio hole, don't do it, because you really don't want to end up in that place. If you've already dug the cardio hole, start working on incorporating intervals, high intensity training, working at a hard rate for like a minute, then slow for 2, then hard for 2. Those intervals are very effective. So I would right away take any steady state that you're doing and change it to intervals and give your body a different stimulus, a different challenge. You know, things like battle ropes. I do the boxing on the bag for intervals. Anything that's going to give your body a different and new challenge is going to be far, far, far more effective than doing the same steady state over and over and over again. And you gotta do strength training. If you're not strength training, you have to do it. I actually have 3 clients who came to me in the last month who are runners, who have been running for a long time. They still like running, they're still gonna do running, but all 3 of them said, I've been doing this running, I'm not losing weight anymore, my body's not changing, I know I need to do strength training, I'm not really sure where to start, but I know that it's what I need to do and I'm ready to do it. And that is going to allow you to A, avoid getting hurt from running and from your cardio activities, and B, build lean muscle, increase your metabolism, and then you can do the cardio for fun when you want to, and just do your strength training more importantly. So Monica, I'm really glad that that helped and that this made sense, because sometimes it's that light bulb moment that we need to kind of go, oh my gosh, that's what's going on. And when we're in the habit, cardio can become kind of addicting too. For those of us especially who are routine-based, if you're used to doing something, a lot of times with cardio, we do cardio, and then we feel like if we don't do it, we're gaining weight. And that's not true. It's a mind trick, but it's something that you've got to slowly overcome, like slowly working towards decreasing the length of time and increasing the intensity and so on. And then we had one more comment here that I need to try to find. Oh, Tessie asked, what's the group on Facebook? It's called 30-Day Ab Challenge. If you join the Ab Challenge, I will send you in the email a link to the group. If you just want to search for it, it's called 30-Day Ab Challenge. There's a picture of me that matches my cover photo here on Facebook. If you search for Melanie Ash Fitness, what you will find is actually a private group that's just for my clients. So unfortunately, if you search Melanie Ash Fitness for a Facebook group, I cannot allow you into that group if you are not a client, because that is an exclusive group only for clients. But 30-Day Ab Challenge is the 30-Day Ab Challenge Facebook group. And, oh, you joined. Okay. So you should get in your email. There's some downloads, and then there's a link to join the Facebook group. You just have to click that link and then ask to join, and I will approve your request. It's like magic. So it will be very cool. Well, awesome, Tessie. I'm so glad. I'm glad to have you on board. And thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I got to run. I got a client coming here in about 30 minutes, and it's snack time. So thank you for being there. I hope this was helpful. I very much appreciate you. Join that 30-Day Ab Challenge, and I shall see you in the Facebook group. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.